Even in the moment with the light upon your face, I'll look up and show the motions I'll use. I can hear breathing.
And welcome back to ProfessorJosh.com review of South by Southwest EDU. And today I'm going to talk about day 2. So really on Tuesday we kick off some great things with a full day of events. Lots of different sessions to check out. Everything from you're talking about big data in education to educational entrepreneurship to educational startups to the Launch EDU program to playing around the playground to their open to the community festival or events they had for different community members to show off some of the technology and education going around town and open to the Austin community, which is really cool to have a free event like that happen also. So as I kicked off the morning, of course I stopped by for some great breakfast tacos. You can't miss some breakfast tacos while you're in Austin. And then I went over to my first session. So my first session really talked about New Orleans and what's going on in New Orleans with educational startups. And the great thing about New Orleans and what's happening there is that companies or organizations are really coming together, both private and public. Schools, which are 81% charter, which is pretty amazing to see some educational innovation happen. They are there, embracing the educational startups that are coming through organizations like 4.0 schools, getting funding, tax incentives for people that are, helping those companies get funded and things like that. So great things happening there. Definitely check out 4.0 schools and what's going on in New Orleans, because I think it's a great educational tech hub. So all those kind of startups and what's happening, definitely look for great things to come out of New Orleans very soon if you haven't already seen something. What we did is, as press, we got to stop by and check out a press luncheon, really get introduced by some of the South by Southwest EDU staff, what's going on, what's happening, meet some of the speakers, talk with some of the people. But I think the biggest news that came out of that was really through the government, what's happening with Obama, actually putting forward $200 million in educational technology, ed tech kind of funding. And this is amazing because funding, an increase in funding especially, hasn't happened in the last 12 years with educational technology. So pretty amazing things happening. As I went throughout the day, I went back to the playground and played with some of the toys like Leap Motion, checked out 3D printing, checked out all those kind of different things going on the South by Southwest EDU playground. Very exciting stuff. Definitely a chance to network with a lot of different people, meet people, talk with them, see what's going on. I got to stop by and talk with Lego, which Lego Education is a great new, kind of been around for a long time and has a lot of new different things going on. So one of the things they have is called Wemo, and Wemo is one of those toys. As you can see here, it's one of those toys that are great for K through 5. So younger kids to play with and program compared to their Mindstorm, which is built for more, getting into middle school, high school, encouraging STEM tech. They also have a new app for along with their Storyteller program, building onto that and building with that. So some great things coming out of Lego Education. I expect to see more innovation and things happening with them. I also stopped by the session where some of the people talked about the Launch EDU, as in what's going on with educational technology, how can we embrace it, what needs to change, and what things they like that were coming out of the Launch EDU, such as I talked about yesterday, the robot labs, really exciting stuff going on with them. When you can play with math, you can play with drones flying in the air, things like that. It really encourages students to get engaged with that kind of mathematics, technology, STEM, all of those things all in one. Also, there's a lot of great meetups, a lot of great things happening, people talking about things. New Orleans actually hosted, of course, it was Mardi Gras, so you couldn't not have a New Orleans hosted meetup for Mardi Gras. So we got to get together and talk and see what's happening. And one of the things I checked out in the local scene that night, actually, too, on Tuesday night, was Austin EdTech meetup. So I encourage everyone to have a EdTech meetup in their city. Get together other educators, teachers, people from the community, people from technology, people with startups to showcase. One of the things I was kind of disappointed, I wanted someone to showcase stuff. It was great to meet people and talk with people, but I would love to see what's going on just in Austin from the people that couldn't come by to South by Southwest EDU. So it's always great to see those things going on in the community. Pearson hosted a great party last night just to get together and talk with people and mingle and network. And I think that's the key about this conference. You know, I get to meet a lot of people that I talk to online through Twitter and my other personal learning networks. And being able to talk with those people and engage with them is really important to me. So definitely, you know, make sure you do that. Make sure you thank my sponsors. So I have some great sponsors. Canvas is having an awesome meetup on Wednesday night at 5:30 for your chance to win a cool pair of headphones and a t-shirt. So definitely check those out. Also, you would get lots of different ideas and meet some of the grant winners. My other ones, David Mitchell's law firm. He's a great sponsor and a great promotion at EdTech and Orlando tech community, and also Doug Ryan Consulting. If you're looking for some great educational consulting for events and things happening anywhere in the country, definitely reach out to him. Great sponsors, great people make things happen. And you can't do that without some help from the community. So I always appreciate all the help. Everyone sharing my content, everyone getting things out there. You'll see lots more sketches as we go throughout this week. And don't forget, follow me on Twitter at Professor Josh, on Instagram at Professor Josh, and definitely check out my website, ProfessorJosh.com. And please share things and get things out there. Thanks again, and everyone have a great time. And if you're not here, you're really missing out. Definitely put this on your schedule if you're an educator for next year. Ask for funding to come to Austin, because it's definitely an innovative conference with global ideas, not just the same typical thing you see at every conference. So definitely make sure to get here back next year in March for South by Southwest 2015. Thanks again, and have a great day, everyone.
I'll look up and show the motions I'll use. I can hear breathing, I feel the space, and I'll be the one you'll never know. Once you were the wildest man I've ever known.